So this is a time where we can't really speak about anything resembling a modern state. There are no impersonal bureaucracies. There are no clearly defined boundaries. There's a lot of internal competition for authority. And so, relative to that, the church seems a pretty effective organization. And it's effective partly because of these reforms that Gregory VII introduces in the 11th century that are designed to really sort of impose a hierarchy within the church, sort of purge it of basically all kinds of sort of, ancillary or, basically rent seeking behavior, um, to ensure that the church functions as an effective organization that can deploy both its wealth and its human capital sort of, effectively and consistently. I mean, medieval life is suffused with religion. The idea of being an atheist or of not believing in God is just, it's beyond the sort of comprehension of, I think, many people at the time. You have a lot of sort of concern in the 12th century of heretics and sort of, keeping their religion pure. And all that has to do with the fact that the church has this enormous spiritual authority within Europe. It is the one organization that can promise eternal salvation, right? No ruler, no matter how ambitious or how powerful, would ever make that claim. But the Pope and the church can make that claim that, the way to eternal salvation is through the church. And that gives the church enormous spiritual authority. It doesn't mean that it's always listened to. There are plenty of things on which the church is totally ignored. There's lots of evidence that anti-usury laws are ignored, that laws against, extramarital sex are ignored, even the sort of, the church's preference for electing kings. All of that gets ignored widely. I mean, human beings are human beings. But nonetheless, the church can really reach out to the masses, both with its organizational presence. There's a bishopric and a cathedral and a monastery nearly everywhere, and with the spiritual authority that makes it sort of, the unique source of salvation in Europe. A legal decision binds in ways that a one battle